Drake 21. So Her House came out this week. Thoughts?
All right. So if we're going compared to like what Drake dropped last,
Honestly, never mind.
yeah, I would say I like this theme better.
Okay.
I guess I after my first like listen through of Honestly Nevermind wasn't my style, but I did like the beats. I thought it was a good album. This one, it seems like he brought in 21 to kind of be back on his bullshit, and then
Oh, for sure.
third track in on BS, and I was like, okay, yeah, I know what it's gonna be like, but I liked it. Like, I don't think it was as good as like CLB, Certified Lover Boy, but I liked a few tracks. I think the ones that stood out to me the most was on BS. I think was my favorite, and then I also liked Hours in Silence. I think that
Hours
beat.
in Silence was just some shit. And I will say though, I feel like the song did kind of drag on a little bit too long. So, have you heard Diamonds Dancing on What a Time to Be Alive?
Yeah, not in a minute though. Yeah.
That song reminded me of that, but I feel like Diamonds Dancing kind of hits a little different because Drake's on his like misogynistic shit. This whole album actually, Drake was on his misogynistic shit. I shouldn't be laughing, but I mean, just it's the old Jersey, bro.
Yeah, I think because the themes like on Honestly Nevermind, like he was going through like his women troubles and everything.
Oh, what
in his feels.
I mean, think of his last three albums now: Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah,
and then you have Honestly Nevermind, and then Her Loss. What was before Certified Lover Boy? That was
that Scary Hours?
That was like an EP. I'm talking about an album.
Oh, album?
It was
Scorpion?
Was it Scorpion?
It might have been
I
Scorpion.
think it was Scorpion.
Yeah.
And Scorpion was like around the time like Pusha T like exposed that man.
Yeah, that's true.
Kid and all that stuff. So, I mean, he's Drake. Like we know what to expect from him. It's weird because he's definitely pushing 40 now, and he's still talking about like, Serena Williams, and like her husband's a groupie, and fuck that nigga.
He did call.
I'm like, Drake, you too old for that. But I mean, that's what we love Drake for, though. At the end of the day, like we're not trying to hear Drake rap about like taxes and like business fucking ventures. Oh, I mean, he kind of talks about that a little bit, but
he does. He has one line. I think it's I forgot what track it is, but he's saying like, the truth is suicide. I'd rather live the lie or something. I think it was. I guess it's fuck me. He says that line. It's like he's like he'd rather live the lie than say the truth because it's suicide. People getting canceled here and there, but or just speaking up. But I think it's still a pretty good album. Like he's definitely taking shots. I think he kind of recruited 21 to be back on his bullshit, like his fuckboy shit. So he's kind of getting out of that funk.
I feel like people don't realize how toxic Drake actually is, because Drake can like pull off that like nice guy stuff too, just because he's Drake and he can sing and whatever. But Drake's pretty fucking toxic.
He is, he is. I mean, so. Do you think since it's a collab album with 21, do you think like 21, because he had some pretty good lines too? But I thought because like Drake's always good at melodies and stuff, and his flow is always really good. I didn't really hear any like crazy bars that stood out necessarily. There's like
there's that Megan Thee Stallion bar.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about.
Yeah, from 21.
He said what I've read, because I'm on Twitter and there's always stupid ass discourse on Twitter. So Megan Thee Stallion actually tweeted about that. She was like, "It's always dudes talking about my trauma and all that stuff. Serious subject, but we don't." I don't want to speculate on what Drake actually meant, because I guess he said like shots and not shot about like the whole. You've heard about the whole Tory Lane shit, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, he was talking his shit, man, and I think Drake knows what he's doing. So.
I think so too. Yeah, he knows what sells and everything. But the thing I don't know is like, so if he's like rapping about this girl, it's probably the same girl, right? Is it? Do you think it's
same girl?
His baby mama, or just a new girl?
No.
Do you think it's a new girl?
Groupies Drake probably fucking has.
Yeah,
bro.
But how many are actually getting to him?
I don't think he even likes his baby mama like that.
Yeah, I think it was just
a bunch of girls he's been talking to. Like he dated Serena Williams. Like God knows.
That was years ago. Yeah,
I think that was like Hotline Bling era Drake.
Yeah.
And he's still. She's married now, and she has a kid with the I think the founder of Reddit. and he's like still name dropping her. So
Yeah.
Drake's petty, but honestly, I love Drake's petty words. That's like
it is funny.
That's like a thing I love about Drake. Like he's the king of petty.
Yeah.
He gets away with it just because that's how we know Drake.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean, he's already like at the top of the game, right? So he can get away with pretty much anything. I still think though, like about like going back to the album, like Jimmy Cooks is probably better than all the tracks.
I will say that Jimmy Cooks. I definitely like that first beat a lot better than the second half of the song.
I like Drake's part.
Drake's part definitely sides on that beat. He has some great one-liners too. Like that bitch don't tell me that you model if you ain't been involved.
Yeah.
That's so fire. And then the all good love in a minute though. Yo, you flow super
well. No, bitch, because I'm a timid soul.
Yeah. You flow super well on that beat for sure.
He does, yeah. The whole verse too, like he's just killing it. So.
And then 21 comes on, right? And I don't hate the part.
Yeah.
It's definitely like that first part is like so transcendent, and then you just go to that second part. It kind of like plateaus after that for me.
Right. Yeah. So, what would you say your favorite track was on the new on Her Loss?
On Her Loss. Let me go through the playlist. I would have to say for me, Middle of the Ocean.
That beat's sick.
That beat is super sick. Or it's got to be Middle of the Ocean, Treacherous Twins, or Major Distribution. So
I would say the second, because I listened to it twice. The first time was just at work, just listened to it. I focused more on the first half, and then the second half I was kind of busy. But I did what Treacherous Twins kind of grew on me. Like I like that beat. I like Circo Loco just because it's like the old school.
You know what's super funny about that? So he like dissed Kanye on that song, kind of.
Yeah.
He was like linked up with like Jay Prince linked up with the Ops because Jay Prince told me to.
Right.
I thought that was super funny, right? Because Stronger by Kanye. He like dissed Kanye on a Daft Punk sample. No, it's just like wow.
Yeah, true.
Full circle moment right there.
Yeah. I mean, because like I thought they like squashed their beef, and then
I think right. Jay Prince, right? I think they only did that. Jay Prince was like, y'all's beef is so dumb. Y'all can make me some money. And then they did the
Larry
Amazon
Hoover
concert.
The Larry Hoover
concert that's on Amazon. So, and honestly, that shit was super fire. I don't know if you watched it.
I didn't watch it.
It's on Amazon Prime. So
okay.
If you ever have the chance, that's probably one of the better like live concerts I've seen.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jay Prince was like, y'all can shut up and make me some money. So I don't think Drake necessarily has any beef with Kanye, but he's definitely like keeping his distance still.
Yeah, no,
Kanye's a fucking wild card. Man.
Oh yeah, he is. And then like I'd say like I think Hours in Silence is probably my favorite. It does kind of drag on, but that beat's really good. But I did like On BS, and then maybe Broke Boys.
Broke Boys is dope.
Yeah,
he was talking this shit on Broke Boys.
That's why I like it.
Was that Broke Boys that line where you were saying like fuck Adidas?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so
on that bullshit.